Welcome everyone to another episode of the Brice Side. Just a little short episode today just to look at the woods that are close to where I live. Matilda's in school, so the boy and me, we thought we'd go for a walk. You good, buddy? Yeah? Yeah, we'll go that way in a minute. We've got no rhyme nor reason. You know what? We're just out for a little stroll. What's the time? 10:30 in the morning? 10:30. So Matilda's in school, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mummy's at work. So we thought we thought heck it, let's just go out for a stroll. The day is beautiful. It's the end of September. So why not? Yeah. So this river, if you follow all the way up, goes beyond Madron, I think, and I think it comes from a spring. So when it isn't, I'm not an expert on these sorts of things, but actually when it hasn't rained for a while, the river itself is a lot more shallow. And it is certainly quite shallow at the minute because the level of the river usually comes up to that sort of area here, as you can see there, with all that mud. We haven't had much rain of late. That said, I do believe it is supposed to be a little bit rainy this weekend, which sucks. But you know, never mind, we need rain. Rain's good. Cute little waterfall. I almost fell down that. Treacherous. Some sort of old floodlight there that probably still works, but seen better days, I would say. You tired, baby? You got your thumb in there, haven't you? Yeah, you alright?
Yeah.
Good boy. Come on. There are some residents up in this area as well, so they park their cars here. It's an old house. That's ornate. Seen better days though. Could do with a freshen up, I think. Down this path, which will lead us down to the river. Same river as the one we stopped by a moment ago. So the ground is a bit more damp than I thought. I think we have had a little bit of rain recently, but I think it's been more of that misty rain. And there's the river again. What do you think, AJ? Yeah? In fact, it was just over a year ago I came here on my own with the camera and videoed this. It was one of the first vlogs that I ever filmed. It was rough, it was raw, didn't know what I was doing. And to be honest, I still don't know what I'm doing. I just point the camera and talk or whatever. But yeah, this was it. This was the first place that I vlogged. Ooh, tripped over my foot there, buddy. It's a nice woods, it's quiet. You do get a few dog walkers down here. Oh look. If you guys have seen that video, that first video, that was like this weird well thing down there that I filmed. No idea how old it is. Pretty old, isn't it? There's a spider. Right there. Spotted some sheep. Just grazing in their field. Or relaxing. He's eating up there. He's relaxing. He's relaxing. Yeah. Okay, well we won't keep you, sheep. See you later. Do you see the sheep? You love sheep, don't you? You love all animals, really, particularly dinosaurs. A dinosaur's your favourite. You've got a dinosaur on your jumper, haven't you? Yeah, you have. You like dinosaurs. Anyway, shall we leave these sheep be? Shall we leave them be? Say bye-bye, sheep. Bye-bye, sheepies. What I love with the English language. One sheep, two sheep. one moose, two moose. It's weird, isn't it? Some of these things. Well, I like the sheep. Why isn't it one shep? You get a shep, and then you have multiple sheep. To me, that makes sense. A shep. A sheep. No, a shep. This is very confusing. A shep, two sheep. I don't know. Over this little slab, which makes a bridge. Got to be careful though, because I do believe that under that bridge, trolls live. There be trolls under there. What have you spotted, my little man? What's down there? Oh, it's just a little channel that's been dug or naturally formed, isn't it? Sometimes when the river's a lot higher, you see water coming down there, don't you? So whether it's like a runoff or I don't know. Obviously it has a purpose, but oh yeah, because look, it goes under here through this pipe. Well, I say pipe, I can't see a pipe in there, but it runs through there, and then it's been dug. So it must be some runoff, mustn't it? Because it goes into the river. A few months ago, back in the winter, this big old tree was a victim of a nasty storm that we had here. And I mean, it was possibly old and a little bit rotten in places, but she didn't survive the storm. Crash. This path was blocked for a long time. You could clamber over it. You could clamber over the tree remnant, but it's since been sawed up and cleared away off of the path. Look down there, I know. So that's the river. It's the Larriggan River, isn't it? It's called Larriggan River. Yeah. So we could almost clamber across that, couldn't we, on those stones and go to the other side. We're not going to do that though. I don't have boots on. You've got boots. Look at you with your, like, dinosaur boots. Awesome. You look at your kids and you think, look at that awesome costume we've got on, be it a jumper, be it some awesome trousers, boots in this case. Why don't they make stuff like that in adult sizes? I would like totally wear that. I pointed this out before, this big stone just in the ground with this big groove cut out of it and this sort of circular shape here. I wonder what that was. So this little path leads us out to the waterfall. A little small waterfall, but you know what? It's nice. I like it. Yeah, it's not looking too impressive today. When it's rained a lot, there's a lot more water that shoots off of that hill. Yeah, it's looking a bit sad today. But it's still pretty. I do like a good waterfall. Matilda thinks that's a little fairy grotto in there. Who's to say it's not? Oh, okay. We made it back to the main path. Sort of remains of a paved structure here. Again, there's like a little hole in the middle. Maybe it was a fire pit or something. I don't know. Okay, this is as far as we're going to go. We can continue off in that direction. Keep going. But no, we're just going to quit here. AJ's a little bit tired, actually. I expect I'll end up carrying him back, to be honest. So yeah, this is going to be the farthest point of our walk today. And I do believe that when I shot that very first vlog, this was where I sat and had my BLT. I do love a BLT. So my thoughts on the channel itself, on the Brice Side. It's, I suppose you would describe it as a young channel. It's been going for about over 12 months, for about 15 months, something like that. You know, it's a small channel, but we do have a lot of fun creating the content to put on it. A leaf! Did it fall into the river? Careful. You're going to throw it in. Yay! So, it started out originally as just like me having a bit of a wander around. I think that was kind of like the point of it. But it got to a point where that became, and he's down, and he's up. So that became, that changed over time. I say over time, over the course of the first few months really, because I don't drive a car. So it's obviously very difficult for me to get around to places that are a lot farther away, unless I'm walking for days, which it's not really realistic. I got a job. I do work. It's not currently full time. I used to work full time for 20 years, but when we had kids, I dropped down to being part time. So I had a bit of time to fill. Don't get too close to the edge. So busy life. The kids, they definitely keep you active. Matilda's 5, AJ is 2.5, and they definitely keep both me and Shelley busy. We enjoy where we live. We love. I mean, Cornwall is beautiful. Like everywhere, Cornwall has its cons. If you want certain things at certain times and days from certain shops and stores, you might not get that in Cornwall. But Cornwall has a lot of pros. Careful. It's relatively quiet, apart from in the summer when it gets very busy. There's lots to see. There's lots of history in Cornwall. So really, the main aim of the channel is to, I guess, maybe promote Cornwall, but just to you don't want to go down there, baby, you'll get wet. I suppose just to show Cornwall off, because like I said, like a lot of places around the country and around the world, I mean, it's beautiful. That said, Shelley and I, we do enjoy travelling. Harder to do with such young kids, but we do travel. I've been extensively to the United States and Canada. I had family that lived in New York, so I used to frequent New York, go to New York very often. And we would get a car. This is like family holidays, like with my parents. We'd like hire a car. We've seen a lot of America and Canada. It is a place that we definitely intend to go back to. Obviously the pandemic has made things difficult. Travel is difficult right now. But things are getting better. We're closing in on the end of 2021. I think we're going to have a tough winter ahead of us. But let's just, fingers crossed that next year, 2022, will be better and hopefully a little bit more normal. We are big Disney fans. Disney, we love Disney. Do expect future vlogs from Disney, any Disney park that we can get to, be it Florida, Disney World in Florida, which is just the mecca of all things Disney. You've got Walt's original Magic Kingdom, of course, in Anaheim, California, which is my personal favourite park. And of course, beautiful Disneyland Paris. We adore Disneyland Paris. The kids haven't been to that one yet, but they have been to Florida. Tilly, being a bit older than AJ, has been to California. We weren't obviously filming a YouTube channel at that point, but these are places we intend to go back to, and we will video them, we'll document them, and put them up on the channel. So I suppose the Brice Side, maybe predominantly it showcases Cornwall, but I suppose you could describe it as maybe a travel channel, I suppose. We'll see. But yeah, we want to grow the channel, and see what happens with it, really. So that's kind of my thoughts on the channel. Anyway, that was a bit of a rambling. Take there.
Get up.
I know you want to go up on my shoulders, don't you? Yeah, you're quite tired. I'll carry you back, baby. I will carry you back. Right. So we are gonna head back home. AJ's getting tired. He's not far off his sleep time. Still has a nap at around about the early afternoon, 1 o'clock-ish, through to about 3, sometimes earlier. So we'll go home for a little bit of lunch, shall we, buddy? Yeah, and then you have a little nap. Yeah, you've got your ear on the go there, haven't you? And you're sucking your thumb. Haven't seen a single person up here today. How lovely, so peaceful. Just lovely. Yeah, okay, I knew this was going to happen. Low-lying trees, watch out! Ooh. We did it. Oh man, we've lost a boot. Oh. Okay. Wouldn't it be cool if we saw some scout troopers now from Star Wars? Awesome. It's one of my favourite scenes from Star Wars. The battle on Endor between the Ewoks, the rebels, and the Imperial forces. Amazing. Love it. Love it, love it. The Battle of Endor is a very close second to the Battle of Hoth. No, Hoth, TH, not FF. Hoth. With the AT-AT walkers in the snow. Brilliant. One of my favourite scenes, favourite movie scenes of all time. The AT-AT walker. The most ridiculous looking war machine ever. But so cool, so cool. I love it. Yeah, let's stoop down a bit, baby. Okay, his boots kept falling off, so he's got to walk. Gotta walk. And just like that, we're back on the road. So that's going to do it. A little short video where I just talked about my thoughts on the channel. Spent a bit of time with the boy. So as always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. And do subscribe to the Brice Side, it really does help the channel grow. Share the video with your friends if you so wish. Hit the notification bell, and you'll never miss out on any video that we put up. Also, we are on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Just type in the Brice Side, you should find us. That's pretty much it. Is that pretty much it, AJ? Almost home, buddy. So, from us to you, cheers and gone.